Hi everyone, it's Stephanie from Three Queens Resell, and thanks for joining me for today's video. Today's video is a ThreadUP unboxing. It is my first ever ThreadUP unboxing, and I'll go into more detail on that in the video. I just wanted to give you a little background, follow-up information. I did do the 15 shoebox, and I only got 13 pairs out of 15. And it has been a week and I have gotten no correspondence from ThreadUP about my other two pair of shoes. So I just wanted to preface this video with that information because I did say that I would follow up, and my follow-up is I've heard crickets from ThreadUp. But please do watch the video because I feel like I did get some good things. I'm going to keep on pushing with ThreadUp. If I don't hear anything in the next week, I am going to do a credit card dispute, and I am not going to list any of the items or sell any of the items until I get some type of confirmation about from ThreadUp as to what they're going to do to make my order complete. So thank you for tuning in. Please continue on watching my haul so that you can see what I got in my first ever ThreadUP unboxing. Hi everyone, it's Stephanie from Three Queens Resell. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by, and if you're returning, thanks for coming back. It does mean a lot to me as I am working on building this channel. If you're new, then some introductions are in order. I am a part-time reseller, full-time middle school teacher, mom of two, and wife. I have been reselling for 2 years now. It's hard to believe that I've actually been on the Mecari app. That was the first app that I resold on for 2 years. I started 2 years ago, last June. So here I am, and then before I knew it, it was Poshmark, eBay, and now Kidizen. So in that 2 years, I have never sourced through ThreadUp. I've never gotten a resale box. I've never purchased anything through ThreadUp or any other online arbitrage or anything like that. All of my reselling, all of my items have come from either my own personal closet, friends and family, or sourcing through the Goodwill and consignment shops. So this was definitely a big gamble for me. If you want to see what I got in my ThreadUp box, be sure to stay tuned. Okay, so let's get into this box. So full disclosure, I have already taped this video once and gone through this whole box once, but I had my fan on and I did not like the sound of the fan in the video. So I am redoing it. So you will not get to see a lot of my emotion like you did in my first video, but I'm going to go ahead and give you a little story time. So this is the 15 pair for $80. And this box only has 13 pair in it. So I'm a little disappointed about that. I have reached out to ThreadUp via email at the time of this recording. I still have not heard anything from ThreadUp. I do expect that they will make this good, and if not, you will definitely know about it. If you are interested in purchasing a ThreadUp box or item, or going on ThreadUp and purchasing anything, I will leave my sign-up code below if you've never signed up, and you can go on and order something and give it a try. I think you get $10 and I get $10, so it's a win-win. So with that said, let's get into the box. Oh, one more thing. The reason I purchased this box when I had never done anything like this before was because of the pandemic and us being in quarantine. So I purchased it thinking, oh, I love shoes. I love sourcing shoes. I love reselling shoes. I'll get the shoe box. And so When it became available, I purchased it because I had no other sourcing options except for donations from friends. Well, right after, about 2 weeks after I purchased it, I got an email saying that they were on a delay of shipping them and it could take like 6 to 8 weeks. I know, womp womp. So I tried to cancel the box. They said that, oh, you can't cancel, we've already shipped it. Even though they had just sent me an email saying that they wouldn't be able to ship it for 6 to 8 weeks. So whatever foolery that is. But anyway, it sounds like the right hand is not talking to the left hand. But anyway, so after that email, I did not get the box for another 3.5 weeks. And then it sat in here in my office for a week while I waited to find time to record this video. So I said all that to say this. I went to the bins last Wednesday, and I got just as many shoes, probably more, which I'll do a haul on those later in the week for like $9. So I would not source through ThreadUp if it hadn't have been from the pandemic, just because these are going to average out, if I get the other 2 pair, to being $5.50 a pair. And I don't really see the need to pay that when I live about 15 minutes from a Goodwill outlet. And on my way to that Goodwill outlet, I pass like 3 or 4 other Goodwill stores. So I am in a very rich area as far as sourcing opportunities. And my thrift stores in Goodwill are open with all of the recommendations that the CDC has put forth. So I feel comfortable going, and yeah. So, but right now I'm going to get into this box. Sorry that it took so long to get into this. If you've been waiting to see this box for 5 minutes, thank you so much for staying with me. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe and follow me on my reseller journey. So here we go. Okay, now, I did say I've already seen all this stuff, so I'm not like, oh, and I know exactly what it is now. First up, I have these Nikes. They are clean on the bottom. I'm going to show you the side, the bottom, and the back. I would rate these as far as condition a 10 out of 10. These are a youth 6. I'll have to look up the exact style. But they're kind of cute and funky. So there we go. And the next up were these Bedazzled Converse All-Stars. Laces look clean. They barely look worn. The toes look clean as well as the backs. I would also rate these in condition as a 10 out of 10. Next up, I have these Asics, and they got this nice pink and gray color wave. They are a size 8. I'll have to look up the exact name for the listing. It says IGS on the back, so I'll have to figure out what that is. There's the side view, the back view, and the bottom. And once again, I would rate their condition a 10 out of 10 as well. So pretty impressed with the condition of what the first 3 pair that I got. Next up, now these are a little older. They do have some signs of wear on the bottom, but they are 9 West, okay? And it is a block heel with an double ankle strap with a gold buckle and a back zip. Oops. Yeah. And a back zipper. Okay. So, show you what these look like. The back heel. The front toes look pretty good. The sides. And like I said, there was some signs of some wear on the bottom, but nothing horrible. Overall, I would say condition maybe a 9 out of 10. I'm just going to have to scrub those bottoms down a little bit. And next up are these Michael Kors, okay, slip-on loafers. There is a little bit of yellowing so on that white sole, so I will need to get my magic eraser out. It's got a nice, this is a like beige die cut print, I guess nude. There's some ink marks here. There's ink on the bottom that I need to scrub off. The insides don't look horrible. And there's the back. So I would say as far as condition, these are like an 8. And these pairs, I have not looked up comps. Like I did mention, I have already unboxed these. So I had already started looking at comps and photographing some of the items. So, but not these yet. So I can't tell you very much about these as of this point, but I will get to some that I can. Next up are these Jessica Simpson platforms. Well, not platforms. Are they? Stiletto. A stiletto heel. Now, as you can see, there, I don't know if you can see, but there's some scuffing there. Some scuffing there, which, not a bad situation. Insides are clean. The bottoms are not horrible. I will need to get them, touch them up a little bit. So I would say as far as condition, these are maybe a 7. And I hear Jessica Simpson stuff sells, so I'm interested to look up the comps for those mint green stilettos. Next up, I have this pair of Toms. There's the toes. A few loose strings on the back. I do sell pickup Toms to sell, especially at the bins. They're really clean inside. So I normally sell them, get between 18 and 22 for them if they're in good condition. So that's probably where I'll price these. And those, sorry, I'm not telling the sizes. I need to do better at that. These are size 7 medium. So next up, I have my first pair of, and only pair of men's shoes in the box. These are also in the worst condition. These are Sperry's, just a brown Sperry. They have lots of, the bottoms are clean. And the back of the heels are not horrible, but just the front, they just look a little banged up, beat up, and side. So I am going to sell them, but, or at least attempt to, but they're not as nice a condition as the other ones. They are a size men's 9. Okay. And so I don't have any idea on comps for those at this point. Next up, I do have comps on these. These are Marc Jacobs, and they are in a wonderful condition. It's like they've never been worn. There's an open toe. Here's the heel. And it has this stringy lace-up situation that goes around the ankle. This is called the Lace Up Gladiator, and they are a size, I did know this, 39.5. And I'm gonna list these for about $50. Okay, so just based on comps that I have seen. So hopefully that's a cute shoe for like spring. Well, spring is quickly leaving us here, summer. But just a unique shoe, and if you like a unique type of shoe, that would be a good shoe to wear out. Okay, next up are these Zara, and I did know the name of this, but I didn't write it down. This is the Zara. It's a Zara shoe, but it's an Oxford, blue Oxford style. They've just been a little smushed in because they were at the bottom of the box. They have been, excuse me, they have been worn. They are a size 40, so I'll have to clean up the bottoms. But overall, there's not any scuffing or really other bad damage. I'll have to puff them back out a little bit. But I'm going to list these for about $35 based on the comps that I have seen. Maybe for between 40 and 30, and hope to get 35. Okay, next up, I have these flip-flops. I did not, they're Vonic. I have not looked up the comps on these. They're really clean at the bottom. However, they have like a little rip there and like a little rip at the front. So these are my size. I don't have any black flip-flops like this, so I think I'm going to keep these for myself and kind of write that off as a gift to me for my ThreadUP box. I will look up Vonic flip-flops though, just to make sure they're not worth a whole bunch of money. Because quite frankly, if they are, I'm going to list them and go buy myself a pair of Old Navy flip-flops. Next up is this Kelly and Kim, which I don't think sells for very much retail. So they have a caged like situation going on. Not a super high heel. What is that? They are in, as far as condition, I would say condition is probably about an 8. Yeah, a 9 or 8, 8.5. I will have to kind of get my little suede cleaner up here, but overall a nice shoe. I'm just not sure how much money I can get for those, but we'll see. Next up, I did look these up, and they are a toy bond, but they're slip-on. They're never been worn, maybe around the house, maybe outside once worn. Let's see the sides. Condition. They are like a comfort workout shoe. And so I'm going to list them for about 25, maybe 30 to 25, just because these are in very good, like new condition. I think though, the comps were like 22 to 27, so somewhere in there. And then lastly, my 13th pair are these Rikers. They have a suede feel to them. The toes look good. The bottoms look good. They're size 7. As far as like condition, I would say this is about a 9. I'm not going to have to do a whole bunch of work on them. And they're size 39 as well. So that is my first ThreadUP unboxing. Maybe my last, we'll see. I plan on keeping really good notes on what sold and for how much, just to make sure that I am getting my money back. Like I said, for 15 pairs, I figured I needed to make, that brought them in at $5.50 a piece. If you've been watching me, you know that my cost of goods is super duper low because I shop at the bins, as well as take a lot of donations and clothes from my family. So I don't spend a lot on my items. So this is like a treat for me because I don't do that. So hopefully we will earn $80+ back. Hopefully my goal is to at least double my money from this box. So $160 in profit. That's it. Oh, I will keep you posted on what the other 2 pair of look like. I will haul those on my Instagram. So if you are not following me on Instagram, you need to do that because I tell you a bunch of stuff. So my Instagram is below. Make sure you go on and follow me, and I will definitely follow you because I want to keep up with what you're doing. And until next time, bye.